Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special episode from Unarmored Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Mario P. Fields, and our first 3-8 virtual check in on March the 8th, 2022. I thought about this and I was like, you know what? Let's start an annual virtual reunion on 3-8 where we can check in and do a few things. Number one, we can just see how each other, how are we doing? When did we serve with 3-8? Reconnect with each other just to check on each other. Number two, reconnect with family members. I mean, we have a lot of 3-8 family members that supported the battalion, numerous deployments. I mean, since November the 1st of 1940, all the way up until May 18th of 2021, and still supporting 3-8. And then last but not least, we can honor those who are no longer with us. I mean, you guys know we've had a lot of Marines and sailors pass away, serving in 3rd Battalion, 8th Marines, and protecting our nation's what I believe is one of our most precious jewel called freedom. And then various things while living has happened where we have a lot of 3-8 Marines who are no longer with us. So we get a chance to honor those Marines and sailors who are no longer with us. So if you want to check in the chat, check in, put who you are, when did you serve in 3-8. We just want to see how are you doing. I got a special guest with me tonight. His name is Danny Ruck. He's amazing. He survived some things, so he'll be able to talk a little bit here in a few moments. But put in the chat. Let me see if I can pull the chat up real quick and see if you guys are checking in. Check in. See if you can type something in the chat. I'll make sure I got this technical issues worked out. Like I said, this is my first time using Restream, so we'll see how this works. But I see 7 folks right now are watching. Let me see if I can see anything in the chat real quick. Let me see anything. Somebody put something out there. Hoorah, simplify. Well, while we're waiting on to see if things pop up in the chat, check this out. Yeah, look at this one. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm drinking. It's 3-8. Yes, that's what it is. It's some 3-8. So here, cheers to all of you folks out there from 3-8. If you oh, there we go. Jim, what's going on? You got the coffee. Good seeing you, Jim. Hey, I got some 3-8 on 3-8, and I'm going to take a sip for 3-8. Jim, good seeing you, my friend. So, Danny, let me see if I can get you on the show, man. Danny, let's see if we got you. All right, I got the camera. I see him. He's kind of special ops.
No, I just like a nice dark room. No, I finally got the camera figured out here, man.
We can see. Oh, the chats are coming in. I think we're doing it, Danny. This is Unarmored Talk, right?
This is Unarmored. You can hear me and everything too.
Hey, I can hear you, man. You're looking good.
Right.
You're looking 3-8ish. Kind of doing some night ops.
Trying. This is my nice quiet office, man. I told kids you gotta be quiet a little bit so they don't get crazy out there. So Daniel Best. I was gonna say I thought I recognized that name. I remember him.
What's up, Daniel Best, 2008 to 2012? What's going on? Hey, Jim, I love you, man. What's going on, Best? Oh, man. Yeah, I remember when Daniel was just a PFC. What was he, 13 when he checked into 3-8? What was he, 14?
Probably. He was a good guy. I remember him for a brief bit before I got sent over to Wounded Warrior Battalion.
Yeah, he was. I think he was. Yeah, I think he was 13 to 14. Daniel says all is well. He's checking in, man.
He snuck in.
Yeah, who else do we got out there? So Daniel said he's all what Jack Roper, man. He's awesome. He's one of our number one supporters, Danny. He is one of our number one supporters.
Awesome.
So Danny, Ted, so what? We only got a few minutes. Give me a story. Give me a 3-8 story. This is Unarmored Talk. So give me a
all right. All right, I'll pitch my story. You obviously came in right after I had gotten injured over in Afghanistan on my first deployment back in 2009. Unfortunately, we found the IED when we were returning back from doing an OP over there in Fra Province, and got injured from it. I stayed in country though, finished that up, and when I came back, we were ready set to do our mew. We are all doing our workup, and got the call from the hospital, said they got to pull me from the field, put me on light duty. They found the scarring on my brain from the blast,
Wow.
and pretty much from there, they told me I could stay and do admin or look at taking a retirement route. And I didn't sign up to sit behind the desk, so I went and took the retirement route, and they put me over to Wounded War Battalion, where I was there for 2 years and some change, I think. So I ended up doing just a little under 5 years before the whole process was done, and then got out, and I did do about 3 years of therapies and rehabs, and I got into law enforcement for 6 years. And then the body was starting to finally catch up to me, and got out of that. And now I am back kind of working with the brothers and sisters there in the Marine Corps and Navy. Actually, my company I work with, Government Acquisitions, works on the IT side of stuff. So when you need all the technology of servers and the cybersecurity stuff, we actually work with the military and the government and civilian side. So I got Marine Corps, the Navy, and the DHA that I get to work with, and it's been a great experience to get kind of back. And I actually got to go back to Lejeune last year.
Yeah.
I tried to meet up with you, but unfortunately, schedules didn't link up for it. But and then I did actually just recently back in December with 4 other buddies of mine that were veterans. We started a foundation up here in Cincinnati that supports first responders and veterans. SITREP Foundations. You can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and all the other social media platforms. Give us a check, and we're always slowly growing, but we're hoping to be able to start getting help locally here in Cincinnati, Ohio area,
Yeah.
and then hopefully expand to help brothers and sisters that we have around the U.S. if we can.
Danny, before I ask you a couple of questions, for some odd reason, it seemed like 3-8 had a lot of people, Marines and sailors from Ohio.
That or
And
Texas.
huh?
That or Texas and Virginia.
Yeah, Ohio, Texas, and Virginia. And they knew I was from Michigan.
Oh man.
And I don't know if you messed with me before, Danny.
The team up north.
But so for some odd reason, it's like they knew First Sergeant Fields was from Michigan. So everybody who came out of the School of Infantry, it's like they sent them straight to Weapons Company 3-8.
Yeah.
So they can leave Buckeyes on my desk.
Yeah, I mean, I think in my group that came over, I'm pretty sure we had at least like 6 of us or so that we came from Ohio. So it made going home for the 96s easy.
You know what? The cool thing about these features, and I love about an armor, is we can just type something in. So what I'm going to put, just because of that, I'm going to put, we'll see if anybody likes this in the chat. Here, let me add this one. And Danny, just for you, before I ask you a couple of questions, let me put this. Danny, I salute you.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll put that one on the screen.
Oh, Michigan. Hey.
Hey, Jack, Jim Roper said, great job, Dad. He said, great job, man.
I see that. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So let's talk real fast. I mean, we got a few minutes. So when you in Afghanistan, right?
Yep.
And you got blown up.
Yep.
Hit an ID.
Yep.
Wow. And you talked about the journey from recovering from that. What was, if you could pick the toughest moment or moments after that incident, what would you say you struggle with the most, man?
I would say on the physical portion of it, I would
Yeah.
say it's definitely my back. It's definitely progressed, gotten worse over the years, to the point that it's, I have avoided the narcotics and stuff like that, and I go to chiropractor every 2 weeks. But I think my back is probably the biggest thing. It's, you can't, at the age of 33, you're not able to go out and do the things that most 33-year-olds could do without instantly almost feeling like, you have back pain. I can shovel like the portion of my front sidewalk, and by the time I finish that, my back's just done.
Wow.
You know, mentally, I would say back when that happened, it's admitting that you know, you're not the same anymore. You know,
Mm.
you're not going to be able to do the same things that you wanted to do, and that it changed you, and you don't want to admit that anything's wrong with you. You know, we're set up to ready to go start deploying again,
Yeah.
and the last thing you want to do is say, "Oh man, I can't deploy with my brothers again." So that was probably one of the hardest things, is to watch everyone else go on, finish up their, you know, to the next deployment, and then me get left behind and have to sit there and go through what I had to do.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, because 3A was deploying a lot. I mean, it was,
Yep.
and and that was the majority of infantry battalions in the Marine Corps, but I can only speak for 3A. And it was pretty much, you came back, kind of ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, maybe an
Yep.
MRE,
Yep.
you back out the door.
Yep. Yeah, we were already in the field. Like I said, when I got the call from the Kent Lejeune Hospital, and they said, "Hey, you know, you're gonna have to be on light duty." And I told Gunny at the time, I was like, "I have to go on light duty." You know, kind of like not understanding, you know, what the extent of everything was, and not really realizing, you know, what was going on. So, you know, and I started noticing some of the cognitive stuff and the physical stuff when I was at my
Right.
advanced school. But luckily, I had my buddy Phil Lance there with me. He was keeping me going all the time. So, you know, helped me stay on track when I was at the school, finished it up at least. So, made 3.8 look good, completed my advanced school still. But, you know,
Right. Yeah, and real quick, slow motion. Hey, kill motivator, hoorah. I got kill sergeant major. I work for Department of Labor part-time. So when I do the when I do the workshops, I tell them, hey, you can say that here, but be careful in the private. Hey, kill George, kill Mario. What?
ah,
No, that's good stuff. Slow motion. I like that. I like that hashtag too. Yeah, let me see. Jim, what we got, Jim? Jim, what do you see? We say hello to her. Don't mean to interrupt. No worries. Hold on. Let me get Jim up here. Let me get this chat, man. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Yeah, let me see. Jim, just give me a second, and because I got something. I gotta chat up with Danny real quick as we're live on our talk. Let me see. Jim, my wife Belinda is here. Would you say hello? Hey, Belinda. But you see Nicole's in the background. She's watching though. Nicole's watching. But Belinda, hello. You're the commanding general, Belinda.
uh,
Yeah, Jim works for you. Am I right there? I mean,
that's how it is. Yeah.
hey, I love Jim. Jim, I love you. But Belinda, if I salute her, that's the commanding general. But so one of the things that I battle with, and a lot of people don't realize this, is depression. Do you battle with, and I didn't start battling with that until after my combat tour in 3A. Do you battle with that? And if you do, how do you work through it?
Yeah, I mean, there's different times, and I'm sure yours is the same. You know, it's not always the same thing that might bring something up. For
Yeah.
me, it's, you know, I think probably one of my hardest things with that is realizing, like I said, it's, you know, I don't get to do the same things that 33-year-olds do. I have to, you know, my body sometimes, how much it hurts at times, and or I can't do this and that like a normal 33-year-old does. You know, that alone is enough to put, you know, that some of that depression on me, and you know, I feel sometimes not adequate enough. So, you know, it's surrounding yourself though with your a good family support and friends, and you know, that's always done it for me, is my family, really.
Yeah, I like that. Like, yes, and that's why I wanted to hear you say it live, because that's what I felt, is that if I just lean on my family, and I don't want to use a cliche, but if I just allow my family to help me, I think I'd be okay. And right now, only thing that's not helping me is I'm shrinking, Danny.
I think I might be in that same boat. I'll be down to your height in no time.
Hey, when you come visit me, man, we definitely got to take a picture.
Well,
We
remember, I'm not that tall. I'm only around 5'10" there, so
hey, hey, we're not lean and mean like we used to be. Hey,
nope.
Hey, Jim, I'm glad I put a smile on her face, Jim. Jim, again, if you just tuned in, Danny's from, where you from again, Danny? What part of the?
I try not to associate too much with Cincinnati, but I'm a little east of Cincinnati, Ohio, so that way everyone has a kind of
Ah,
a
oh,
reference.
every time you say that, it just hurts. Okay, Danny, again, on our talk, Danny, Danny's from Ohio, and if you just tuned in, the only reason why I put that on the screen is because That's what we do in 3-8. We mess with each other. Weapons Company messes with Lima, Kilo, and I'm messing with Danny right now. Now we're both veterans, so Danny
It's
can
not
just get off the screen and tell me to go home.
it's not fair. I can't type go Buckeyes or anything on here.
Oh man. And I never thought about that. Here you are serving your country, right? You're in 3rd Battalion, 8th Marines, forward deployed. You hit a bomb, and all of a sudden now you're a young man and your back is pretty much at the level of someone that's not at a 28 or 33-year-old.
I always tell people I might look, young, but I feel like I have the body of a 70, 80-year-old sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Now have you ever thought about in the future if you have grandkids, Danny, how are you gonna navigate the back?
Hopefully they have like advanced wheelchairs or something, and I can have like little cranes for them and stuff like that. Like, little grab arms, something along that. I don't know. I don't know.
Man. So then you were a police officer. I remember
Yep.
when you were a police officer. Let's talk about that. So now you're a police officer.
Yep.
You're still serving, right? And how was that journey as a police officer after you tore in 3rd Battalion, 8th Marines?
I mean, well, at first it was a challenge. When I was going through the stuff while I was still in, a lot of the doctors, because the goal before I came in the Marine Corps was go in the Marine Corps, get into law enforcement, be a deputy sheriff is what the goal was, and then do my active time, switch over to reserves, go to school, graduate, switch over to the officer program, retire out through the reserves while I do that, and then be in law enforcement and retire from that. But I made it 6 years in law enforcement as a deputy sheriff up here in Claremont County, Ohio, and unfortunately, I was a very proactive individual, so I had a tendency. I did a lot of drug interdictions. I did a course where I was one of a few DREs, was the drug recognition expert up in Ohio. I think there was like 60 of us at the time when I finished my course for it. And you would do a lot of car searches.
Right.
You get in a lot of foot pursuits. Criminals don't like to apparently get arrested, so you get in foot pursuits, you get in fights. You're inside of cars, bent over trying to search through them, and it got to the point to where I was having to stop searching cars, stretch my back out. Wearing a 25-pound vest. You got all the weight on your hips from the
Yeah.
belt because we didn't have that. So, it started taking its toll on my body a lot quicker. And again, you look at it as I'm, 20 whatever year old at the time, and I shouldn't be having these type of issues trying to keep up with other people my age. I'm acting like I'm someone that's got like 20 years on the force there and getting ready to
Yeah.
retire. So, luckily, I got lucky. I switched over to work with Cincinnati Bell up here for a year, and a buddy of mine that worked at the company I work now is a VP for their business development. I met him through one of the Wounded Warrior programs I had attended, and he came to town here in Cincinnati and was like, "Hey, we're looking to expand our DoD team. Is that something you'd be interested in?" And for me, it came at a perfect time.
Right.
Where I could, Monday through Friday gig, weekends, holidays off. More time with family, and I was absolutely sure, and I got to go back with which I knew I was probably going to get put in with the Marine Corps and Navy for sure. So I was happy because I figured it'd give me a chance to run up with some of my friends I might know, and build some new relationships and network with other individuals in the Marine Corps and Navy. So
You just wanted to run around and start speaking that military jargon.
that's
That's all that was, man.
a
That's
little
all
bit.
that that's all that was. You just wanted to go to work and be like, yuck, get some. Hoorah.
Yeah,
Kill.
they're over there like, what's wrong with him?
That's impressive. I mean, you transitioned, in the private sector, did a few things. Let's read some of these comments. Hold on, I got Jim. The starter come in. See, Danny, you inspired everybody. So Jim say grew up in San Francisco. Marines and boot camp came from St. Louis, Mississippi, Texas, Portland, and all over. MCRD 1971. Jim, you're my new hero, man. 1970. Danny, you were born what, 2000?
88.
Yeah. Yeah. And then James, Isaiah, hey, thanks for leaving that scripture, James. Isaiah 45:22. Turn to me and be saved, all ye ends of the earth, for I am God and there's no other. Well done, men. Keep up the good work. There it is. Absolutely. I tell you, I prayed a lot, a lot, and I still, I still pray a lot. So James, I know for me, man, I pray I pray a lot. So thank you, just thank you so much. Just Danny, now because so hold on one more thing. There it is. Hold on. Urod gentleman, Semper Fi. Miguel Ortega just checked in. Miguel, Semper Fi. Miguel. We want to give him a shout out, Danny.
Right, brother.
Hey, cheers. Again, this is specially shipped in from overseas. From one of the 3-8 locations when it was deployed in somewhere between November the 1st of 1940 and May 18th of 2021. Cheers.
Cheers.
Right. Cheers. So because ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Danny is in the private sector. He's doing some amazing things. I mean, he emails me, I think, 25 times a week. No, I'm just messing with you.
Trying to use all your connections, man. You're the one with the network.
No. So we gotta do what we hey, Miguel just gave you one, man. He said, right, Danny.
Right.
So here's the deal. When Danny comes to visit me, ladies and gentlemen, what should I cook for him? Let's see what the audience got to say. What should I take Danny out to eat? Should we cook Nicole's half Filipino and half the rest of the world, right? My wife, we're still trying to figure out what she unarmored talk. So what should the Fields family provide Danny Ruck when he comes out as a 3-8 family member? Let's see what the audience got to say. What do you think, Danny?
Hopefully they don't propose an MRE. I don't know if I can eat those anymore.
I don't even know if I can find them. Hey, Miguel says some barbecue. All right. Okay, Danny. So we got barbecue. See if anybody can trump that one. I just hope nobody say take them out to the most expensive restaurant to eat. I shouldn't even say that.
That's probably what Applebee's down there now, isn't it? Just depending on what radius we put on.
Oh, Michael Wood. Hey, what's going on, Michael Wood? Semper Fi. Yeah, hey, I tell you what, Danny. I mean, I transitioned for the military folks, retired, for private sector. I transitioned out and still served, but Danny still served. I mean, again, Danny, you were in the police force for how many years again? 6?
6 years, yep.
6 years. Hey, Jim said take Danny to steak dinner. That sounds like Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Ooh, easy there.
What's up, man? You want to go to Wilmington, Danny?
Hey, it's only a few minute drive, right?
Yeah, on the fields.
There you go. I can always down for that. I'll have my buddy that'll be with me there, Dave Wood. He's a Marine Mustang. Actually, he came from the IT side, so he's actually been an amazing mentor for me coming into the field. That obviously going from infantry to IT, it's a huge difference. So he's been an amazing mentor. I feel like he's also probably connected to like 95% of the Marine Corps and Navy. He somehow knows everybody. He served, 20 something over years, I think he did, and then he's still always been connected. So, I'll have him there, and I know you guys probably get along too. You guys are both like 100 and something or whatnot when you're retired. So,
I just turned 160, so I think
there
I still, man. I still got a little something.
There you go.
Just a little bit now, but
for the chest up, right?
Yeah, just get chest up, right? Yeah, right. Veteran, right. just like those clips we make rub some veteran, but only chest up.
Yeah, that's right. I look good from the chest up now.
Yeah, right. I'm running the CFT without the C and F. Hey, Sergeant Vet said I'm in. Hey, way to check in on 3-8, Sergeant Vet. Way to check in. So Danny, so now I love how you mentioned use your network, and that's family, that's friends, that's co-workers. We got a couple more minutes left. Can you talk to us a little bit about the importance of using them and networking?
I mean, you'd be amazed. Being infantry, your field was kind of limited. When you're there, you're really focused on exactly everything right in front of you, the mission, until you start kind of doing some other positions or other jobs, and then you realize, networking, whether it's from family or friends, really helps open up a lot of doors for you. And connections that you get to establish. Like when went down to Lejeune, which I'll actually be down there. I think I can't remember if I told you, but it'll be the week of the 18th of July. We'll be down there for that cyber exercise, and I got to meet with the sergeant major down there, and told him, I was like, it's crazy because it's different when you're going to meet the sergeant major and you're sitting in his office and you're not in there for something bad. You're in there to have a conversation with him versus man, I did something wrong and I'm in the sergeant major's office now. But it's it just opens up doors for you, and especially in my line of business, it gets that relationship with individuals that are in charge of different commands, because that's how I make money is getting to know the customers, from the different commands on the IT side, and getting vetted and saying, hey, I know him, he's been great, he's done this and that. And if you never know if it opens up doors for myself or even friends that need help with jobs or anything. So networking is huge.
Nice, nice. You guys heard it from Danny Ruck. Use your network. He was able to have an amazing conversation with the sergeant major, and he wasn't in trouble. He was he was able to make some things happen. And Joe, what's going on, Joe? I know, man. You know what? You're not a 3-8 Marine, but you're a Marine, and I miss you, my friend. Yeah, Joseph. Good way to check in, man. You just made my day. Yeah. And let me see. Never Forgot Media. Networking opens doors when we did not even know existed before. I like that. Yeah. Thanks, Michael, from Never Forgot Media. Yeah. Again, like you said, Danny, you could network. There's opportunities and you had no idea existed. But if you
Yep.
build that network, leverage the connections, I know that's the only reason why you love me, because you want it. No, I'm just joking, man. But
I was like, he knows everybody. Everybody loves him.
it's because I'm short with a deep voice. It's odd.
That's right. Well, actually, to give you an idea for networking, one of your posts when you talked about your brother and realizing he was with Compact Fleet out there, and that's an area I cover, and so it's helped open up a door over there for me with working on their command and helping them hopefully with some ideas and some solutions on that end. So something as small as that, I realized your brother, and then I was actually talking with a another individual that works out there, and brought up your brother's name, and you go, oh yeah, I know him. And so again, it
Oh,
helps out with that relationship building, and then people, again, in my line of business, it is sales, but having that relationship and that reputation goes a long way for you.
absolutely. Well, just it in keeping in line with Unarmored Talk, you only get about 20 to 30 minutes of Unarmored Talk podcast, and we're almost at that
Oh,
time. We are so networking is vital, professionally, educational, personally, etc. Thanks, Joe, for adding value. Absolutely. So hey, Danny, if there's anything, so what we're going to do is let you leave the viewers and listeners with some last remarks. We'll give a moment of silence for not just 3-8 Marines who are no longer with us and sailors, but also any Marine who's passed away. And then we'll close out tonight. Is that cool?
yep, works for me.
All right. So what can you leave the listeners and viewers? Because we'll have some listeners on this thing tonight.
Don't be afraid to lean on your support, your family, your friends. Lean on them. They're going to be there for you. They're your friends and family. They care about you no matter what you're going through. When it comes to your professional side, like we said, networking. Don't be afraid to build that network out, and don't be afraid to push yourself into areas that you might not be comfortable with. You never know where it's going to lead to.
Yeah, thanks. And just like Danny said earlier, too, when you're battling with mental illness or some PTSD or some other challenges in your life, we all have our own specific challenges, right? That network, your family and whomever, they also can be valuable to help you get through those challenges while living. I'll read a couple of comments and then we'll honor those who are no longer with us, and then we'll close it out. Danny, is that cool?
Sounds good, sir.
All right, let me see. Miguel, appreciate the network advice. Continue to work on for the federal government. Networking is a great tool and resource in accomplishing the mission on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Yeah, baby, true. Love you guys. God bless you. Daniel, God bless you too. I love your hair, by the way, Daniel. I can't grow mine. I can't go with mine. Joe, much love there. So let's take 5 seconds, a moment of silence for all the 3-8 Marines who are no longer with us. and those family members that have supported them, that are continue to live, and those who who just not can't be here tonight. So about 5 seconds, please. God bless them. God bless them. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. 3-8. Happy 3-8 day. Danny, I love you, brother.
Sergeant Major, appreciate it.
You call me Mario.
I know. I said it the other day, and I was like, "This is weird. This is weird. I can't do this."
Hey, well, thank you guys for tuning in. You can follow me on the parade deck at paradedeck.com. All you got to do is search the creator. You'll go to creators, search for Sergeant Major Mario P. Fields. You guys get all my social media with one click. All you got to do is follow me on on the parade deck, and you get everything. I mean, I'm talking podcasts, Instagram. You can check out those Instagram reels. I'm gonna do an Instagram reel when Danny comes down here. He just don't know I'm gonna do one. God bless everybody. Cheers, Semper Fi, and happy 3-8. See you later, Danny.
See ya. Thank you.
No, man. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, brother.